What's going on, everybody? As always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching my content. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Of course, y'all know I'm doing a graphics thing. A new graphic y'all see behind me is called Marble Gradient, something like that. You can see that the colors are mixing in with each other, whatnot. And my name and the Church of Lives Matter, the thing that we trying to push out there is coming up. So good deal, good deal. And shout out to Sunduck Films for teaching me and others how to do this effect. Anyway, guys, with that out the way, got a story I want to bring to your attention. All right, guys, got an interesting story that a few of you has sent to me. It took a while for me to get to it, but here I am today. I'm going to get to it today. And I want y'all to understand what this says. A 7-year-old has been charged with rape. Let me repeat that again. A 7-year-old has been charged with rape. And as you see by that, it's saying that the lawyer said this is absurd, Um, Before we get into this, I guess one of the questions you have to ask is, how could a 7-year-old be charged with rape? That is a damn good question. But let's see what they saying about this. Let's have a listen.
Old boy from Brasher Falls has been charged with rape. State police did not release much information about this, but said the unidentified child was charged with third-degree rape on March 23rd. Troopers say the incident was reported on Thanksgiving. The child's age makes this charge controversial. He's being charged as a juvenile delinquent, something that would not be allowed if he were 6 years old. There's actually a bill in the state legislature right now that would make it so no one younger than 11 could be charged as a juvenile. And we spoke with a New York City lawyer who works on cases involving young children.
I don't even think you even could realize what you're doing at 7 years old. I think it's absurd to charge a 7-year-old with rape. They'd have to prove that he actually physically committed this act, which to me it almost seems to be an impossibility.
The child was cited and released. The case will be now handled in family court. If found guilty, the child could end up in a juvenile facility.
That is crazy, Y'all know one of the questions I always ask, when kids or teenagers kill somebody, I say, hey, you want to ask me again, what can a young adult or a teenager do to a grown up? But this right here is an unusual story that I had to do. I think I may have done a story like this before where a child is young, supposed to get in trouble for something like this, but I can't recall. All right. This was updated on March the 29th. No, excuse me. This was put out on the 29th. This one was, and it was updated a couple of days ago. And here's what it says. A 7-year-old boy from Brasher Falls has been charged with rape. State police didn't release much information, but said the unidentified child was charged with third-degree rape on March the 23rd. Troopers say the incident was reported on Thanksgiving. The child was cited and released. The case will be handled in family court. Police say the investigation is continuing. We spoke with a New York attorney who is with a group that handles youth defense cases. He says it shouldn't happen at 7-year-old. I don't think you could really realize what you're doing at 7 years old, and so on and so on. He said it appears the boy is being charged as a juvenile delinquent. A bill pending in Albany would change the minimum age for being charged as juvenile delinquent from 7 to 12. So right now, guys, as far as this story goes, it's kind of vague at the moment. But I will, let's see, what can I say about this? This is one of the stories that you got questions, and some of the questions will pertain to, okay, what in his mind led to him to do this? Is it something that he may have saw, something he's watching, he ain't been watching? Y'all know how we was kids. we see stuff a lot of times and we mimic what we see. So could it be a possibility he saw something sexual and he's mimicking what he saw? I mean, you know, just a lot of stuff that we gotta think about right here. Or I guess one of the biggest questions is, has somebody been touching him? And he just mimicking what somebody has been doing to him. And there may be other questions that I'm missing with this story, you know, because this is crazy. I would hate to see a child go through this and not understanding, you know, what he or she is doing, and to get a charge like that at such a young age, you know, I mean, depending on how far they try to go with this, you know, probably could traumatize the boy or whatnot. Okay. I don't know, because I remember a long time ago, I can't remember who this person was I was talking to, but the person was gay. And, you know, so I asked him the question, you know, no disrespect, you know, what's your story, you know, how you turned out the way that you turned out, you know? And I kid you not, this man told me he had a friend, I forget what age they were, but he had a friend that used to come over, you know, and spend the night with him, you know, this, that, and the third. And a lot of times when he be asleep, the friend used to always put his penis in his mouth while he was asleep, you know. So my question to them was, okay, well, you noticed it was in your mouth, you didn't stop it, or did you got pleasure out of doing it? I mean, what was going on? Unfortunately, I don't remember what they told me, but apparently something went on to the point that this kept going on to the person actually turned, you know, when he grew up, this is what he wanted, you know, to be like that. And the reason I'm bringing it up because, you know, goes back to the question that I asked earlier. Could somebody have been doing something to him to make him mimic and do the same thing to somebody else because they did it to him? In his mind, a 7-year-old mind, he probably think, okay, they doing it to me, then I guess it's cool that I could do it to somebody and don't get in trouble, because he's not getting in trouble for doing it to me, so I guess it's cool for me to do it to somebody else. But here's the thing, is, you know, a lot of times people do a lot of stuff, they don't get caught, but as soon as you try it, you get caught. How many of y'all remember that? We see other people do stuff, and it seems like they never get caught. But the moment you try to do what they did, you end up getting caught, and you end up getting in trouble, and you end up paying the consequences for trying to mimic what somebody else has done. I'm pretty much sure a lot of y'all can attest to that, you know what I mean? Because again, we all was children once, we was teenagers, so we know how this stuff goes, you know? So anyway, this is crazy. I hate this for a child, period. So I would say this, you know, all I can say to the young fella is, hey, best of luck to you, man. You know, best of luck to whoever can help you out in this situation. If it's false or whatever, you know, and all I can say is best of luck to this young man, you know. But if he does get out of this, you know, hopefully he has somebody to teach him, you know, you do not do this, okay? You do not touch people inappropriately, or better yet, you don't touch people who don't want to be touched. How about that? You know, especially in areas that you know you're not supposed to be touching girls. Well, I even say even boys. You know, so hopefully somebody will teach him that when he get out of this or whatnot. So again, right now the story is vague. There's a lot of questions that need to be asked right here. You know, how, what, when, and I guess where? I don't know. Shocking, very shocking. As always, it's your man Chris Thorns. Thank y'all for listening. And y'all, y'all let me know what y'all think about all this, man. This is crazy. 2021 is already a horrible year beginning for children. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.